How are you feeling? What are your expectations? How do you feel going into the day?
But how I'm feeling right now, I'm excited and I'm also nervous. Maybe more nervous than excited, to be honest. What's scary is I honestly don't know what to expect. So I'm just gonna ride the wave and go off a luck and a prayer. I feel a little jittery, but I feel great. This is gonna be an interesting process. I have a lot of little hidden things that y'all don't know about me.
I am highly anticipating what's about to happen when I enter the room. Right now, I have a mixture of I'm hungry, but I'm about to get this over with because I look good. Yeah, see you on the inside.
This is my first time actually doing something like this in per se, or a challenge. It's a new experience for me, so I'm just excited to have the experience, honestly.
I'm expecting and waiting on everything new, everything fresh.
Y'all ready for this?
Welcome to the main stage. It's time to meet the creative directors. New message. Welcome to the A-Team.
I am Chandra Saunders, better known as Drea.
I'm Daryl L. Vaughn, that is, Fenton. I'm Dominic Russell.
My name is Daydon Charlton.
I don't have no middle name. My Grammy said I don't have no middle name because I have a saint name. Okay? Yes. I'm a creative director, a pageant coach, model coach, stylist.
I am a creative director.
I'm also a pastry chef.
I am a makeup artist.
TikTok influencer. And a producer of pageants and shows, director, coach, extraordinaire, anything like that. In that sort.
Community of creative directors are small but yet powerful here in Grand Bahama, and that's a part of why I ended up doing like so many different avenues, and I just make it work because it works for me.
Normally, especially in the freeborn community, people aren't gonna opt for, art on the face. They're literally just looking for that soft, neutral glam and natural glam, and that's what I do. So now tapping into my artistry, because I actually, did study art. And so I'm really excited to tap into the creative artist on the inside of me and bringing art on the face.
I am the creative director for my team, which is my A-Team. So regardless of anything, I will still be my A-Team.
I am a pretty seasoned makeup artist. I've been in this industry for over 20 years, and I pretty much love what I do.
It's time to add your model to your team.
My name is Olivia Zahara-Diallo.
I am Flonique Lightburn, and I am here to model.
Lakisa Durrell Saunders.
My name is Angel Bufu, and I am here to model.
I chose my muse because she's had somewhat of an experience. She is one who's really in it to be in it, and she wants every opportunity, every chance she gets. She doesn't mind being in front of the camera or on the stage, and I like that. And I know I could call her at any minute and be like, hey, I need you to do X, Y, Z. And then even if she has no clue what she has to do, she's going to do her best to execute and get the job done.
I am Beyonce Forbes. I am I would say past pageant queen I also just started a makeup brand. It's called Yonsei Cosmetics. In pageantry, it's more, soft and everything is smiles and so poised and everything. But then in modeling, it's like it brings out a whole different side.
The model that I chose, I have been in her life, or we have been in each other's life for a very long time. She's actually a professional model. She has an international background and portfolio. I've had her from she was the age of 13. So basically, I've had her throughout her entire modeling career, for the most part, locally as well as internationally. So we work very well together. I can possibly think something, explain it to her in the space of 2 sentences, and she gets it because we have that bond.
My name is Shavon Nottage. I am 25 years old. I am known as a model, a teacher, and a mother, of course. I started modeling, I think it was the 10th grade, where I did pageantry. I entered the elite model look in Nassau. They did it once in the Bahamas. So I won in the one in Bahamas, and then I went to China. I didn't win, but I still got signed. So I got signed in 2013, and I modeled for about 5 years.
Just previously, she would have done some work for me in the pageantry world, and she did a good job with that, and it was a lot of modeling that was involved that she had to do. So with that being said, me and her already was starting to build a relationship, and I wanted her to have more experience. This one wasn't really based on the amount of experience. This one was basically me giving a young lady an opportunity and a chance to show me what she's worth for the future.
I am Flonique Lightburn. I am 17 years old. I hold 2 titles now, Miss Teenager Universe and Miss St. George's.
This young lady that I met, she just, there's something that I can see when I look at a girl. If I see a crown, I believe that there's something that I have to do to bring this person out, and I saw a crown on her.
My name is Olympia Miller. I'm 18. I just started modeling, I would say 2 weeks now.
Prepare for Project 1, let's face it.
Today's challenge was let's face it.
Let's face it.
In this headshot challenge, each team will have 10 minutes to complete their photo project.
So I saw this necklace, I love the necklace, and I said, hey, you know what? I think I'm just gonna use this necklace as a form of a mask. We don't know exactly what it is that we're gonna face in the future, but yet we're hoping for a brighter one.
I'm noticing now what is trending, and I do not follow up the trends. What I recognize is that we're doing a lot. We're actually bringing back that Cleopatra eye, and I feel like it's going to follow us into the future. Like, colors are going to be in the future, and so I'm excited about what I did with the eyes. More, that was what I focused on, because it's about your vision and what you're about to see.
The sea urchin thing, what she was again?
A golden sea urchin.
She was a golden sea urchin? That's what she said?
You wouldn't normally see people dress up as a sea urchin.
We wanted that wet look. I know that was a bit overwhelming for her, but you know, we pulled it through.
The only other piece, it was very simple, but it had texture. When the lights hit it, it was nice, but it was very simple, that I actually liked.
When I was Danaja Divine, my eyes were always blue. That was my signature. So
for me to put that on the model, especially with the complexion of her dark skin, I just thought that would have been bomb.com, which it was, and especially with the oil elements that I added.
I thought that was nice, even though simplicity sometimes speaks volume.
It was sickening, bitch. Like, that was sickening. I was gagging inside. I couldn't scream, but I was gagging inside. It was really, really nice. Daryl is a creative in many ways, from fashion and pageantry and modeling and arts, performing arts, in every way imaginable. This is Danaja. This is Daryl. They've never really had the chance to really merge and be together and work together. So expect a lot more of Danaja. My first time in pageantry, my first area of pageantry would have been through drag, where I was very successful in capturing 4 titles during that era of my life. But even doing that, I was afraid of doing it because I was the youngest at the time actually competing, and I was afraid of the backlash and everything from the community and society, and mostly my parents. But I did it anyway because I just felt like I needed to do it, and I wanted to be on the stage. There was the singing, the modeling, the performance. And there was one instant, I had lived in Nassau at the time, and I had came to Freeport for a show. Of course, my parents did not know, and I made an appearance at the show as a reigning queen at the time. Of course, media got a whiff of that, and some photos were taken, and there I was the very next morning on Freeport News Monday's paper, in drag. It was scary because I was only 8. I had just turned 18. I was like, oh my God, what are my parents gonna say? What is everybody gonna say? But that kind of like literally just blew right over my head.
I always keep it simple, but I always add a pop-up, you know?
Oh, bitch. It came off better than I saw it, better than I envisioned, and she did pretty well with portraying that in the camera.
My piece was my favorite.
She was extremely wet. Face it, I think I had the face.
The images from tonight's challenge have been sent off to the judges for final deliberation.
My name is Zaydawn Charlton, and you're watching The A-Team.
Let's face it, obviously it's about face, because it say let's face it.
I started to question myself a little bit because I was like, okay, I'm a makeup artist. That's what people know me for. Basically, on my island, I'm like, okay.
When I read Let's Face It, I'm just thinking serving face. I'm a legendary face card ballot winner in the ballroom scene, in the little ballroom scene, be out here in the Bahamas.
Let me just put this disclaimer out there. I believe that people are going to be like, Shreya was onto something with my creativeness.
We call it sea urchin. And we call it sea urchin because at the end of the day, it did look almost like a sea urchin.
There was a particular team I expected a lot more from. They didn't give me anything other than some lips. I'd leave it at that. But I just expected more from them. It just, what they gave is something that I've seen done over and over and over. It's like, oh, bitch, this looks like the picture.
One of the best looks, other than me, of course, I would give to Daryl's team for Let's Face It because the way she looked, and even so more the model, me and him almost had the same model.
I wouldn't say so. I mean, Dominic would probably be the one that has said stuff, but I know he's just mad. I wouldn't say I'm torn between those two, but we all have history.
Tune in to next week's episode, because guess what? You don't want to miss it.